After experiencing the westernized Canggu and spiritual hub of Ubud, my last stop in Bali was Uluwatu, famous for its surfing, namesake temple, and its accessibility to nearby islands, including the incredible Nusa Penida. In this week's vlog, I experience many different aspects of Balinese culture, visit some of the most well-known travel spots in the world, go snorkeling, swimming, and so much more. If you're new here, hi, my name's Eowyn, and around 6 months ago, I quit my job to travel the world. So far, I've been documenting my experiences solo traveling around Southeast Asia, so I hope you subscribe to join me on the journey. Let's get on with the video. After a long drive from Ubud, I arrived in Uluwatu hungry, looking for a sweet treat. I went to a place called Roti Gulang, famous for their cinnamon buns. Unfortunately, I was a little bit disappointed, so for dinner I hit up another well-known place, hoping it would live up to its reputation. And boy, it did. BB52 burgers delivered. Absolutely would recommend. On the way back, I met some friends before an early night. Obviously, one of the main things on my agenda was going to one of the many beaches in Uluwatu. So, after a coffee and panini fuel up, I went to Nyang beach. Maybe it's pronounced nyang nyang, but at any rate, it wasn't the best beach. It was reasonably quiet though, especially compared to the hectic Barawa beach in Canggu.
I'm heading down to I'm heading down to the beach. It's quite a wee walk down, but this one's meant to be quite quiet, so I'm looking forward to it, yeah.
I spent most of the day here as I didn't have too much planned for my time in Uluwatu. My main focus was taking things slow and really absorbing the sights and the things around me. The next morning, I went to the same place to grab some breakfast before heading to Uluwatu Temple for their famous sunset and kelac fire dance. It costs 50,000 rupiah to enter the incredible complex, and once inside, you can then buy tickets for 150,000 rupiah to see the famous traditional performance. You cannot buy these tickets at the entrance gates, you have to wait until you're inside. Also, you do need cash for this, so make sure you have enough on you so you don't get there and miss out.
I am not leaving my phone alone here for 1 second, it will be taken by a monkey.
The one thing to say about the temple, other than that it's absolutely stunning, is that you really need to be careful of the monkeys here. Everyone says no loose items, no waving your phone around, and staying clear of the monkeys are must-dos. I'm not sure why, but the monkeys here are quite a bit more aggressive than anywhere else I've been in Bali. However, you can still make your way around safely, and I survived until it was time for the fire dance at 7 PM. The performance tells an intricate tale that is quite complex, but essentially a lot of it has to do with the classics. Love, desire, lust, kidnapping, treachery, fate, etc. Basically, in short, there's a married couple and an evil old king tries to kidnap the wife. It's entertaining at parts, serious at others, but well worth attending. The sunset in the background makes everything so much better, and when the performance had finished, I rushed out to see the most stunning sunset I think I've seen in Indonesia.
Amazing, so beautiful, absolutely lovely. The monkeys here are scary though, more so than in Ubud at the monkey forest.
I then headed back to get ready for my day trip to Nusa Penida. Nusa Penida is a little island just off the coast of the main island, around an hour away by boat. Despite being home to some of Bali's most famous spots, the island isn't exactly developed. The roads are pretty sketchy, but luckily my first agenda was going snorkeling. I had booked a day tour where we went to 4 different spots starting at Manta Bay. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to spot any while I was in the water, but as we continued around the different stops, I saw incredible coral, marine life, and thousands of freaking awesome fish. It was a phenomenal experience, completely unlike anywhere else I've ever been. From here, it was time to get out of the water and go to our first stop of the day, Angel's Billabong. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, but it does look pretty. I think it's mainly just an add-on to Broken Beach, a famous spot for drone pilots losing their drones. As everyone knows, unfortunately a lot of photo ops in Bali that are pretty places have just turned into a take a photo and leave visit rather than actually looking at and experiencing the place. Luckily I did get a little bit of time to look around, but not as much as I would have liked, as the day tour was pretty packed. Our final stop of the day was easily the most image recognizable spot in Bali, Kelac Beach. I have seen this place in so many travel videos over the years, and after finally seeing it with my own eyes, I can say that this place really is as beautiful as it looks in all the videos. Absolutely worth a visit. The way the landscape is formed is just incredible. It made the rush of the day well worth it, and I would absolutely recommend a day trip here, although I think it would be better to have more time to explore, as then you could actually go down to the beach here and see a bit more of the island, plus some of the sights on the other side, which I unfortunately didn't get to. My final days in Uluwatu, I didn't do much other than eat, rest, and get fresh orange juice from the side of the road, before I headed over to Singapore, my last stop in Asia. Overall, I would have to say that Uluwatu was my favourite place in Bali. Obviously, all areas or suburbs of Bali are completely different, and then within those there's a lot of variety as well, so every person's favourite place will be different. Somewhere people live completely differently to the rest of Southeast Asia though is absolutely Singapore, which I will be exploring next week, so I hope you'll tune in for that one. Thanks for watching and toodles!